Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have 9 Christmas horror films to go over with you guys today. Well, one of them's not really horror Christmas. I'm sorry, one is not Christmas horror, but you'll know what I mean when I get there. So I just wanted to get the tree in the shot. So there's our Christmas tree. Yeah. So the first one here is Mother Krampus 2 Sleigh Ride. This is from 2016. I think it's not rated. 97 minutes, put out by Cinedigm and ITN. This is not a really good movie, by the way, just so you guys know. IMDb rating is a 3.3 out of 10. I'm not sure where I found this. I think I've seen this one at Dollar Tree before, but like I said, I don't remember. I know the first one's been at Dollar Tree, but then again, these two are not related at all. This was just a cash grab during like the big Krampus craze from 2015. The original title, I believe, was called Naughty List or Lady Krampus. So basically, this movie is about Christmas time in Cleveland, Ohio. 4 young women are on the verge of completing their mandatory 30 days of community service. With only one night to go, they are required to make a series of in-home visits to the older and less fortunate. At their final stop, they meet a pleasant older woman who graciously welcomes them into her home for the evening. However, as darkness falls and the cold settles in, they begin to realize that there is far more to their seemingly innocent host than meets the eye. Basically, she's an escaped crazy lunatic from the asylum, and she wears this really weird mask, not that mask, but a mask in the movie, and she just randomly kills people. It's very weird. The acting is terrible. Like I said, if you guys see this in the wild, only if you really want to see it, pay $1. Other than that, I would totally just skip it. It's bad, guys. The budget on this was $2,000 or less. Like I said, it was not connected to the first film in any way at all, and the name itself was a cash grab. So avoid this one, guys. Next up is the horror film that is not Christmas related, but I thought it was kind of festive because of the title, and that is The Ginger Dead Man. I got the other two in here as well. I didn't watch those though. This is strictly the first film. Released in 2005, directed by Charles Band. It's only 70 minutes. Let me read the synopsis here. When the ashes of a deranged killer make their way into a secret gingerbread cookie mix, a mini murderer is born. It's very strange how this movie was made. Sorry, my arm was getting tired holding it up. Rating is a 3.4 out of 10. Gary Busey is the serial killer, and he does the voice of the Ginger Dead Man only in the first film. He is not in these other two. He's also in the film for a short time in the beginning of the film before he's like murdered or killed rather. A couple fun facts here. The film took about 4 years to complete, all the way through from writing the script up into the final product. They had to rewrite the script, and the design of the Ginger Dead Man was changed after they had released a figure of him. So it was really strange, really weird how they did that. As far as the movie is concerned, it's bad. It's I don't want to say it's unwatchable, but it's pretty bad. It's cheesy, it's funny, but it's bad. There's a lot of continuity issues throughout the film. There are quite a few mistakes in the film where you can see like a hand used for shooting a gun for the Ginger Dead Man, and when he's eating from throwing out cartons and boxes, you can see a human hand throwing the things. So yeah, it's cheesy, it's funny. Gary Busey in his cheesy-tastic acting, but if you find this particular set go ahead and pick it up. Picture quality is not great because you get all the demonic toys and the Ginger Dead Men on one disc, and then of course all the Killjoys on the second disc. So Ginger Dead Man, if you can find it on the by itself, that'd probably be a better find. I think I got this at a Kmart a long time ago because they used to carry a lot of Echo Bridge multi-packs there. Sorry, I'm like on my knees just to get this in the shot here. Next up, you guys have probably seen this one. All the creatures were stirring. Another reason to dread the season, more like dread this movie. I wrote some notes down for everything, that's why I'm looking down. So this film is from 2018. It is not rated. It's 80 minutes long. IMDb gives it a 5 out of 10. I would give it slightly less than that. There's 5 stories in here. They're all segments. And then there's like a whole wraparound with this couple that goes to a theater. And the stories you're watching are being reenacted by other people on stage. But it's weird how they like try to, merge everything together. I didn't like the wraparound at all, but as far as the stories go, some are good, some are meh, and some are just awful. My favorite segment, I don't remember the name of it, but it has Constance Wu in there from Crazy Rich Asians. She plays a woman who had never received presents as a child for Christmas season, and she's stuck in a loop with her friend. I think it's kind of like a Twilight Zone throwback. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this to Blu-ray eventually. I just like that slipcover. It's all embossed. It's like embossed here, and then stands out there as you can see on the ornament. But these creatures, they're not in the film at all. It's just cover art. So yeah, this is put out by RLJE. I like that distributor. All right, next up. I'm gonna turn my page here. I just watched this last night. I got two titles in this review video with the same name. So we have from 2015, we have Secret Santa, put out by everyone's favorite label, Wild Eye. This is a comedy horror. A lot of people don't like comedy horrors. I think they're okay if they're done right. I actually had fun with this movie. It's not great. It's not perfect whatsoever, but I had fun with it. This is directed by Mike McMurran, and it's only 78 minutes. Let's see here. I'll give you the synopsis here. Well, it says here on the back, your Christmas presents are going to be killer. A group of eccentric college kids struggling to get through their hectic exams decided to throw a holiday party, adding a Secret Santa exchange for fun. Little do they know a killer is in town and has made a special list, and each one of them has a special present waiting for them. A throwback to classic holiday horror and slasher films from the 70s and 80s. I wouldn't consider it a throwback. It was definitely modernized because it has to do with like today's technology as well. But the reason why the killer is killing people is pretty lame. He didn't get a specific toy for Christmas when he was a child, so he wants to kill everybody because of it. And his mom lets him do it. I don't know why, but it's stupid. But I had fun with it. And there's a little 30-minute documentary making of as an extra on here, which is pretty cool. You also get the director's commentary, which I did not watch. So there's a lot of sex jokes in here too, and there's like the girl throws a dildo at the killer and hits him in the face. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, if you guys see this at all out in the wild, I would definitely pick it up or watch it on streaming if you can. I don't know if it's available on streaming, but you guys can surely look it up. Next up, we have a film that was on the Sci-Fi Channel last year. I don't know if you guys caught that, but it was available on DVD at Walmart as well, like maybe I think it came out. It was aired on TV in December. I think it came out in January, if I'm not mistaken. But that is Toys of Terror. This is a Warner Brothers release. Oh yeah, because it came out this year and it was released on TV late last year. IMDb gives it a 3.5 out of 10. 89 minutes. Directed by Nicholas Verso. Just before Christmas, young siblings Zoe and Franklin and their family move into a secluded mansion with a dark past. While the adults focus on renovating the place, the bored kids find a toy chest hidden in the attic and are delighted when the toys inside magically come to life. But bizarre events soon begin to take place, events that threaten the family's safety. Christmas dawns with gifts piled under the tree, but soon the body count rises and blood starts to flow. This original scary tale will have you screaming for the holidays. Unfortunately, from what I remember, there is no body count. Like, nobody dies in the movie. Spoiler. Not a good movie. Kind of cheesy at times. The toys are mostly CGI. And the kids are kind of annoying. I won't, put down that. I won't deny that. Even the artwork on the disc is kind of lame. Like, it's like, looks like that. Yeah. There's a survey in here, but I never did it, and it closed in April, so no digital code in here. The tagline is also pretty lame. It says it's Sleigh time. Like I said, nobody gets slayed. So, if you guys find this in the wild, if you guys want it, I would definitely get it for cheap. But I would not pay full price for it. Alright, now I got the Blu-rays here. So first up, we have a fun film. This is not a horror film. This is like I'd say comedy. Yeah. And it's Bam Margera presents Where the F is Santa, or I could say where the hashtag $& is Santa. That's what it says on IMDb. But we all know what that word is. So 2008, 93 minutes. IMDb gives it a 5.4 out of 10. Directed by Joe DeVito and Bam Margera, starring Bam Margera, Brandon Novak, April and Phil Margera, Jess Margera, Chad Ginsburg, the Dudesons, Jimmy Pop, and Mark the Bagger, amongst a lot of other people. So this is when Bam was married to Missy. They're not together anymore. It's Christmas time, and Bam wants to give his wife the ultimate present, Santa Claus himself. He needs to find him. They end up adventuring off to the Arctic Circle, and they think they find him in Finland. I don't think it's the real Santa Claus, but they go with it. So then they bring him back to Pennsylvania, and they have this whole cool thing at the end with him and his skater friends. It's a fun movie. I enjoy watching it. It brings me back memories of when I used to watch Jackass when I was a lot younger. So, yep. I found this at a 7-Eleven. Was it last year before? I think it was in 2019 or 2020. I don't remember, but yeah. Cool little movie there. This one, on the other hand, oh boy. From Vinegar Syndrome, we have Beet from 1982. 87 minutes. This gets a 4.6 out of 10. I thought it was okay. There's a lot going on in here, a lot of weird stuff going on in here. So basically this is about, I don't know why I mentioned Sarah. I guess she's the main character, but Sarah and her boyfriend Ted have decided to spend Christmas at with Ted's mother at her home in rural Wisconsin. However, upon arriving, Sarah begins to feel a strange presence around her, and soon after, a mysterious figure garbed in a samurai outfit begins murdering the townsfolk, eventually setting his sights on Sarah, Ted, and his family. This movie is effed up. I'll put it that way. So, once they get to the house, Sarah and Ted and his sister, I think it is, when Sarah meets the mother, they feel like a presence between each other. It's very strange. And then Sarah runs off into the woods and she finds this guy who's been like stabbed by the samurai. It's very strange. That's when they were going on this like hunting trip, and Ted's dad shoots a deer, or tries to shoots a deer, and she prevents it from happening. She screams and the deer runs off, and Dad gets pissed off and she runs off in the woods. Yeah, blah blah blah. And then I feel like the samurai only shows up when Sarah is in the room, like getting herself off. It's really strange. I don't know why they tied that in there, but it's very strange. Yeah, it's very weird. I probably won't watch this again. Maybe one more time next year. Give it another chance. This is directed by Fabrice Zafriatos, as I say that name. Stars Helen Benton, Terry Brown, Dana Day, and James Fitzgibbons. So there's the digital stills on the back, and the original artwork on the inside here. I'm gonna move the Blu-ray out of the way. That's the original artwork there. So if you guys want to check this one out, go right ahead. I just don't say I didn't warn you. I got two more here. So yeah, I watched this one the other night. ATM from 2012. 85 minutes, directed by David Brooks. He's only directed 2 films, this one and one previously. He's more of a producer than anything else. Well, there's 2 cuts on here. I watched the director's cut, which is 85 minutes, and then the theatrical cut is 90 minutes. So I don't know why they cut out 5 minutes between, because usually the other way around. This is a Canadian film. It was filmed mostly in Winnipeg and Manitoba. So let's go into detail here. So after leaving their company Christmas party together, David and Emily, their impromptu first date takes an unexpected turn when their co-worker Corey asks them to make a late night stop at the ATM. What should be a routine transaction turns into a bloody battle for survival when an unknown man appears and traps them inside the vestibule. With the wintry temperatures dipping below freezing and the morning sunrise still hours away, they have no choice but to play the man's deadly game of cat and mouse. You don't know who the killer is, and you still don't know who the killer is at the end of the movie, just to put that out there. He is wearing pretty much the same outfit as the killer in Urban Legend. A lot of people die in this movie. The cops come, you think they're gonna, I'm not gonna give away the ending, but the cops come and they think something else is happening because they can't find this guy, so they think one of the other people is doing the killing. And yeah, so it's a decent thriller. I wouldn't say it's perfect. I got a couple fun facts for you. The ATM in the movie was actually built for the film. It's not an actual ATM. Unfortunately, this movie took $3 million to make, and I looked up the worldwide gross, and it was only a little over $900,000. So they actually lost money with this. So this is a flop. But I wouldn't say it's a complete waste of time because I had fun with it. But you get Josh Peck in here, Alice Eve, and Brian. I don't say pronounce his last name right. Gergetti. I think I say it. Like I said, decent film, not the best. I bought this used. I don't remember exactly where I found it, but It looks like it's a former rental of some sort, but the disc was fine. And then the last one here is the other Secret Santa. This is from 2018. Is this rated? There's no rating on it, so I guess not rated. 89 minutes, directed by Adam Marcus, who did Jason Goes to Hell. Gets a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb. I had fun with this. I've watched this. I think this is the second time I watched it, or the third time. Basically, this is when recovering alcoholic April attempts to turn her controlling mother's annual Christmas party dinner into a happy celebration. She gets more than she's bargained for. Someone has unleashed hell with an insidious holiday gift that causes everyone to become the monsters they truly are. As the bodies pile up, she must try to save those she can and survive those she can't. This is a crazy, like, horror, comedy, mystery, action, like a hybrid of different genres film. I enjoyed it. It's not the best, but I enjoyed it. If you can find it for cheap, I would definitely go pick it up. This is put out by Distilled Media and Skeleton Crew. Yeah, artwork on the disc too, with the creepy little figure. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I told you what to avoid and what to check out. So here are the titles again. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys later. See you guys.